What an absolutely beautiful day it is, and it is my honor to speak to all Alaskans, to our Alaskan family, this last time as your governor. And it is always great to be in Fairbanks. The rugged, hardy people who live up here, and some of the most patriotic people whom you will ever know live here. And one thing that you are known for is your steadfast support of our military community up here. And I thank you for that, and thank you, United States military, for protecting the greatest nation on earth. Together we stand. And getting up here, I say it is the best road trip in America, soaring through nature's finest show. Denali, the great one, soaring under the midnight sun. And then the extremes. In the wintertime, it's the frozen road that is competing with the view of ice-fogged, frigid beauty. The cold, though, doesn't it split the chachacos from the sourdoughs? And then in the summertime, such extreme summertime, about 150 degrees hotter than just some months ago, than just some months from now, with fireweed blooming along the frost heaves and merciless rivers that are rushing and carving and reminding us that here Mother Nature wins. It is, as throughout all Alaska, that big, wild, good life teeming along the road that is north to the future. That's what we get to see every day. Now, what the rest of America gets to see along with us is in this last frontier, there is hope and opportunity, and there is country pride. And it is our men and women in uniform securing it. And we are facing tough challenges in America, with some seeming to just be hell-bent maybe on tearing down our nation, perpetuating some pessimism and suggesting American apologetics, suggesting perhaps that our best days were yesterday's. But as other people have asked, how can that pessimism be when proof of our greatness and our pride today is that we produce the great, proud volunteers who sacrifice everything for country? Now, this week alone, Sean Parnell and I, we were on Fort Rich, the base there, the Army Chapel, and we heard the last roll call and the sounding of taps for 3 very brave, very young Alaskan soldiers who just gave their all for all of us. Together, we do stand with gratitude for our troops who protect all of our cherished freedoms, including our freedom of speech, which, par for the course, I'm going to exercise. And first, some straight talk for some, just some, in the media. Because another right protected for all of us is freedom of the press. And you have such important jobs, reporting facts and informing the electorate and exerting power to influence. You represent what could and should be a respected, honest profession that could and should be a cornerstone of our democracy. Democracy depends on you. And that's why our troops are willing to die for you. So, how about, in honor of the American soldier, you quit making things up? The wisdom of the people. And one other thing for the media, our new governor has a very nice family too, so leave his kids alone. Okay, today is a beautiful day, and today as we swear in Sean Parnell, no one will be happier than I to witness by God's grace Alaskans with strength of character advancing our beloved state. Sean is that. Craig Campbell has that. I remember on that December day, we took the oath to uphold our state constitution, and it was written right here in Fairbanks by very wise pioneers. We shared the vision for government that they ground in that document. Our founders wrote, "All political power is inherent in the people. All government originates with the people. It's founded upon their will only, and it's instituted for the good of the people as a whole." Their remarkably succinct words guided us in all of our efforts in serving you and putting you first. And we have done our best to fulfill promises that I made on Alaska Day, 2005, when I first asked for the honor of serving you. Remember then, our state so desired and so deserved ethics reform. We promised it, and now it is the law. Ironically, it needs additional reform to stop blatant abuse from partisan operatives, and I hope the lawmakers will continue that reform. We promised you that you would finally see a fair return on your Alaskan-owned natural resources. So we built a new oil and gas appraisal system. And this is an equitable formula to usher in a new era of competition and transparency and protection for Alaskans and the producers. ACES incentivizes new exploration, and it's the exploration that is our future. It opens up oil basins, and it ensures the people will never be taken advantage of again. Don't forget, Alaskans, you are the resource owners per our Constitution. And that's why, for instance, last year, when oil prices soared and state coffers swelled, but you were smacked with high energy prices, we sent you the energy rebate. See, it's your money, and I've always believed you know how to better spend it than government can spend it. I promised that we would protect this beautiful environment while safely and ethically developing resources, and we did. We built the Petroleum Oversight Office and a sub-cabinet to study climate conditions. And I promised we'd govern with fiscal restraint so as not to immorally burden future generations. And we did. We slowed the rate of government growth, and I vetoed hundreds of millions of dollars of excess, and with lawmakers, we saved billions for the future. I promised that we'd lead a charge to forward funding education and hold schools accountable and improve opportunities for special needs students and elevate VOTEC training, and we paid down pension debt. I promised that we would manage our fish and wildlife for abundance and that we would defend the Constitution. And we have, though outside special interest groups, they still just don't get it on this one. Let me tell you, Alaskans need to really stick together on this with new leadership, in this area especially. Encouraging new leadership, got it. Stiffen your spine to do what's right for Alaska when the pressure mounts, because you're going to see anti-hunting, anti-Second Amendment circuses from Hollywood. And here's how they do it. They use these delicate, tiny, very talented celebrity starlets. They use Alaska as a fundraising tool for their anti-Second Amendment causes. Stand strong and remind them patriots will protect our individual guaranteed right to bear arms. And by the way, Hollywood needs to know we eat, therefore we hunt. I promised energy solutions, and we have a plan calling for 50% of our electricity generated by renewable resources. And we can now insist that those who hold the leases to develop our conventional resources, that they do so now on Alaska's terms. So now finally, after decades of just talk, finally we're seeing oil and gas drilling up there at Point Thompson. And I promised that we would get a natural gas pipeline underway, and we did. Since I was a little kid growing up here, I remember the discussions, especially the political discussions, just talking about and hoping for and dreaming of commercializing our clean, abundant, needed natural gas. Our Gas Line Inducement Act, AGIA, that was the game changer. And this is thanks to our outstanding gas line team. And the legislature adopting this law 58-1. They know AGIA is the vehicle to drive this monumental energy project and bring everyone to the table. This bipartisan